Ladies and gentlemen, the following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing the competitors.
What I missed, Ben?
You know what you missed.
What?
You missed Super Oprah's backside and Calvin's beautiful face.
Yeah, boy, am I glad I did. Speaking of, well, from beautiful to eccentric.
Ring announcer looks like he's never happier in his life.
Making his way to the ring. Weighs at 205 pounds. Representing California, Alberta, Canada. He is the eccentric artist, R.C. Dupree.
And what BC Steele's referring to is the ring announcer received a big kiss on the lips in between segments from Super Oprah. Right now, R.C. Dupree is blowing very condescending kisses to the audience here at Premier Championship Wrestling. The eccentric artist is always about the abstract art, but when it's not abstract, it cannot be argued, BC Steele. Team Storm, unbeaten in Premier, dating back to the month of June.
Which is an impressive 6-month span, and we've seen the competitors that they've gone up against.
His opponent.
And it's going to be very, very interesting to see where R.C. Dupree is as a singles competitor. We've seen him with Jack Pollock a lot. Also, special thank you to R.C. Dupree. I got to go to the Manitoba Art Museum, and they actually had a few of his pieces up on the wall.
On the front lines of this Canada versus Cleveland rivalry for almost the entire duration. Came back to Premier to help out Alex Daniels, who was a victim of Team Storm. And with Ricky Shane Page and Jack Pollock, no disqualification later tonight, BC Steele momentum could be key for that contest, and it could start with a result here.
What absolutely could. Obviously, high stakes in this matchup leading into later on. But comparing Canada to Cleveland is like comparing ice cream to horse manure. One of those tastes delicious and you always want to be around it, and the other one just plain stinks.
One of those places helps you earn a living.
Well, that is true, and I love Canada. I've got many a stock in the Canadian stock market. Got a nice patch of land up there in Saskatchewan.
I'm sure you couldn't even spell Saskatchewan. Bell sounds.
S.A. Saskatchewan.
I know how to spell heart, and that means all the heart that Gregory Iron brings into battle each and every time. Endure today to fight tomorrow. Gregory Iron trained in this building, debuted in this building. His roots can be traced into this building, and it's something very special to him. Some 12 years later, as Iron controls the arm of R.C. Dupree. If you're Dupree, you lack experience compared to Iron. Certainly you think oddly, and sometimes that can help you, sometimes that can hurt you. What's the strategy if you're managing R.C. Dupree?
Well, you're going to have to exploit Greg's weakness. We know Greg can be a hothead, and I know you said all those great things. He's got his time in the wrestling business. He trained in this building, has a lot of memories in this building. Doesn't mean he can just do whatever he wants and run roughshod over R.C. Dupree and Team Storm. Now,
why are you so hot right now?
I need to calm down. I'm still thinking about Port Calvin. But I need to focus on what R.C. Dupree needs to do, and that he's going to have to use his cunning. He's going to have to use everything he learned, and he's not going to be able to make a mistake against Greg. He's going to have to get Greg off his game plan, get him a little angry, get him a little hot under the collar, and make him make a mistake.
You got to believe that Pollock will not be a factor. He is in heavy mental preparation for a no disqualification battle against a man who specializes in that genre in Ricky Shane Page as Dupree reverses the wrist lock. Jackson Argos, I have great news for you. He's banned from the building because he was not signed in a matchup. There's no reason for him to be here.
No, that's the worst news that I have ever heard. Who is going to give emotional support to RC Dupree now?
RC can support himself.
Yeah, but Joe, it's a thing to have a friend up here. How hurt were you without me?
Comment, arm dragged by Iron. Second side now. Iron with jabs. Iron is doing this for the people of Cleveland. He's doing this for his fans. They're very important to him. Iron loves his fans. It's almost like they go everywhere with them because, in spirit, Iron fights for them, does everything for them.
Well, he needs to pick some better people to do things for then.
Like who?
Well, RC
Canadians?
Yes, RC Dupree
look out.
does it for Wayne Gretzky and for Jim Carrey, and I'm sure there's other Canadians too.
You don't say. And Iron looked like he was going to take a chance. Dupree had ducked out of the way. But Iron caught him with the axe handle anyway.
Well, master of the double axe handle is angry Gregory Iron.
Why do you think he's so angry?
Have you met him? He's always angry. Every time he talks to me, he's angry.
I completely believe that.
Thank you. We're getting somewhere.
Oh, Dupree with a knee. Well, how about the last time? Well, wait a minute. Iron blocks. And Dupree into the ringside ring announcer and timer table. Iron getting aggressive out here. Last time we saw Iron in a one-on-one environment was against Brian Pillman Jr. on pay-per-view. Iron with the bell hammer. That'll be a disqualification. That works.
Well, that should still be disqualification. That was right in his. That's his art ear.
Hey, he's like Van Gogh now.
That's not funny. Wipe the smile off your face.
Just telling stories. Iron finds his way back in and down with a knee strike. Dupree's out of sorts right now. Iron going to beat him here? No.
Well, he needs to think about who he's doing this for. He's not doing it for the orange and brown of Cleveland. He's doing it for the red, the white, and even more red of Canada.
Well, what did you make, man? We haven't talked since this happened. What did you make of Iron and Pillman on pay-per-view at welterweight 4?
Well, unbelievable contest. I will say I loved Pillman's attitude going in, and I don't know if Greg knew what to make of it going in, but I think Greg earned the respect of Brian Pillman, and vice versa.
Dupree went into the eyes. From what I understand, there's some unrest between Pillman and the rest of Team Storm as Iron sent back into the post.
I actually have some insight on that if you'd like. I actually got a scoop. Are you ready for the scoop?
Well, I'd like to get this matchup back in the ring, by the way. Dupree may be content with a count out, but I will let you indulge me with, or I'll indulge you with this potential scoop.
Well, obviously we saw the matter of respect between Iron and Pillman at the end of their matchup, but I think where it really, the issue really lies is that Brian Pillman is not a true Canadian citizen. And that's where I think it lies.
None of them are Canadian citizens.
Joe, we've been over this before. It's like they're a sovereign citizen of the great country of Canada.
Iron back in at 8, avoids the count out, but Dupree is relentless.
You know, they had a mural to Team Storm when I was in Calgary. They said that they were the 3 best to ever come out of Calgary was Team Storm.
Dupree has Iron. Nice backbreaker. How many different parts of Canada have you been to?
All of them.
Dupree the cover for 2.
Went up north. I shot a moose. I think it was a moose.
Every time we see Dupree, he puts on some upper body mass, and he gets a little more powerful as well.
Well, he's definitely hitting the gym when you're aligning yourself with Jack Pollock.
Going hard heel kick.
And Jackson Argos, you got to step up your game.
2 count only. Well, we'll see if Dupree will step up his game. This is a big-time test. This is the biggest one-on-one match of Dupree's career.
Well, absolutely. He's had a number of great matches, but this would certainly put him on the map. But hey, I'll admit it, he's the underdog in this match. You said it earlier on, he doesn't have the experience, but one thing he does have, not only a great trainer in Lance Storm that was in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, but he also has the tutelage of Jack Pollock, and that is priceless. That's something that money can't buy, and that's something that I know Jack Pollock would never do is teach GI Rob.
How about Gregory Iron's trainer, Johnny Gargano, and the current source of strength he gets from the likes of Sonny Rice and Ricochet Page?
That's all well and good, but that'll get you hurt, as we see right there. And this is smart. R.C. Dupree taking it to him, wearing him down. As I mentioned earlier, get him off the game. He'll get a little salty.
Well, Dupree is dictating the tempo of this matchup thus far. Iron hits hard. Opening in the corner. Coastline connects. Nicely done. The back elbow follow through. Iron building momentum. RC reverses, but Iron gets the forearm shot.
And we see the effects that Greg's feeling from all the punishment that RC laid out.
Iron has never complained about pain. He has never quit in a fight. And this will be no different. A 6-month Team Storm win streak on the line. Iron goes cross-body. Will this be all? No.
See, Joe, now this is a scenario right here where it is a travesty that Jackson Argos was banned from the building. He could really, really help R.C. Dupree in this match. He could add to him. He could shout out some motivational phrases.
The word you're looking for is ruin. He could ruin the match.
Well, now, that was not the word I was looking for. Unless that's French-Canadian for help.
Iron the aggressor. Dupree out of sorts. Dupree turns things around, but ducked the head too quickly. Both these men jockeying for position center ring. Iron gets hung up on that top rope. And Dupree, muscle him over. That Davey Boy Smith power slam. There's a Hart family member for you, but only a near fall. Iron tried to slip out the back door behind Dupree, but Dupree hung on, and that was straight up power to drive Iron down.
Well, you mentioned earlier the size. We just saw it come into play right there.
RC was attempting a impaler DDT, but Iron comes back. Handicap parking counter. And RC connects. He calls that the Dupree DT. And could not put Greg away. Greg had the wherewithal to find the rope, but that could have been all.
Well, that's because Greg's a coward.
What?
Can't kick out like a man. Has to use the ropes. I'm disgusted, quite frankly.
I'm disgusted by this. Dupree's got that walking stick.
But, well, it's also a balance stick. He hasn't used it, nor would he. It's not very Canadian.
It's in the ring now. RC's trying to tell Tom Dunn, the official, to move out of the way.
Well, he's walking and he has the stick. Is that not what it's for?
He's twirling it. He's got sinister intentions here. Dupree, a wind up. Oh! Dupree trying to get himself intentionally disqualified. Iron doesn't want to go down like that. Miscommunication with the official. Contact almost made. Dupree went downstairs and stole it.
Oh, Joe, this is a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, R.C. Dupree!
Joe, they are going to have R.C. Dupree Day all through Quebec. Amazing upset. And hey, Joe, he got hit in the groin again.
Oh, stop it.
Right in the twins. Look at him.
Greg, a history of groin injuries, but what matters in the moment now, I hope Greg's okay. But Dupree continues the Team Storm unbeaten streak. They are undefeated for 6 months. If this trend continues, it's Jack Pollock beating Ricochet Page tonight.
Hey, Joe. In the groin. It works.
Team Storm 1 down, 1 to go.